It's gonna get real with it, get real with it. Get high, get real, get high. I'm getting alive, get real, get alive. Get real with it, get real with it. Oh, get real with it. Get real with it. Get real with it.
There we go. There we go.
Boom.
There we go. You can hear me clear on your side?
I can. Let me see if I can turn it up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, I'm good now. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's good, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ant coming to you live and direct from Beyond Reality Podcast. Like and subscribe to the channel. I got the legendary Papa Syco on tonight. We're about to go over this dope card that they got on December 4th, man. They got all the OGs back outside. This is just a dope card, but, you know, Papa Syco is blessing the platform, and we're going to give y'all a dope show tonight. What's good with you, though?
What's good, man? Shit. Relaxing?
Yeah. Hey, yo,
Yeah.
Papa Syco, man, give them a dope intro, man, because there's a lot of people that don't know all the stuff that y'all got going on, so introduce yourself.
All right. Well, this Papa Syco, a.k.a. Big Daddy-O. Hey, shit. Y'all know me, man. I've been in this game with the boys for the better part of 18 years now. Many events, many sessions, historic stuff, love, community, man. Just give, man. People think I'm crazy when I do it. But it's just what we do, man. We feed the culture, man. Always. Just feed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts, man. You guys are, your family is legendary in the Krump game. So, you know, you guys are, when you guys first started, you know, coming onto the scene, it's mainly like you guys are known for the garage session. Kind of let everybody know, like, how you guys came up with that idea.
Well, you know what, Ant? Is there a way I can move the words right there?
Yeah.
I want to see just hit the X right there or what?
There you go. Just
no, that'll
swipe it to the right.
It ain't moving. So it's all good. But anyway, well, earlier in the beginning, man, the boys, they used to dance. Well, I guess I used to dance out there with them every now and then, man. They used to dance in the front yard. Yeah, they would dance in the front yard, man, and I had this big old one of them big old TVs. You know those old school TVs, man. They're like super huge. It's like big as a dresser, and it was real loud. So we had a Dreamcast, the freaking old game, the old Dreamcast. And I would push the TV in the window, man, and we would play the music right out the window, man. I had this house where the room was set up kind of on outside of the house, connected to the garage. And the boys, they would dance out in the front yard, man. They danced in the front yard late, man. The way my boys and their friends came up dancing, man, it was a trip to see, man, how they came up, just how they would dance, when they would dance, how they would do it. You know, and I would shoot them little gems sometime because I would see them out there doing certain things, and I'd be like, oh, y'all doing too much of that. Just all get off. No moves, just all get offs. So they out there, just all get offs, no move, all get offs. So then I'll go out an hour later. You know what? That's enough of that. That's enough. Or 2 hours later. That's enough of that. Now all moves, no get off. And they would be out and just man, it was just a trip, man, to see how they came
man.
Up. Yeah.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
So like, you know, everyone had a comfortable feeling when they came to your to the garage session. is that like an attest of like people like putting their trust in your family?
Well, yeah, I guess it would have to be. Everyone would come, man. Everyone come in the midst of all the beefs. People would still come, man. They would still come, and so when I used to put the Dreamcast in the window, there was a garage, the first garage, man. That's where you see where Biggie battled Tight Eyes, and Biggie, I think he was like 11 or 12, and he's 27 now. But it was that garage where it kind of all started, man. And with me, what made it, man, I made everybody feel comfortable because I'd rather have them there than in the street. You know what I'm saying, man? It was
Mhm.
always a thing like that, you know, because I knew if they was there and they got off all the negative energy, you know, I knew that they were safe. And usually, shit, 9 times out of 10, when they left there, they would go straight home because they got out all their energy. And most likely, they just want to go home and eat and go to sleep.
Mhm.
Because they would be out there for hours, man, hours, bro. So, and I would make sure you do your homework, and y'all just come and make sure you do your homework. You can just come over and dance.
Right.
That's how far back it was. They, man, and they would, you know, and some of them they would show me their report cards, man, and I would just, you know, as long as they was doing right, man, I would just let them just dance forever, forever, man. And they would be out in the beginning, they would be out in front of my house till like 2, 3 in the morning. They'd be out there freezing, all close up by each other. Your turn, man. Go, man. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
so it was just that we just created a real family environment, man. Like I'm saying, even in the midst of all the beef, and I think a lot of people know, but like the beef, like we used to have with Crush and stuff, and with I guess with everybody, man. We beefed a lot, man. Even with Chaz, we in the beginning. I mean, it was always about Krump, though. It was never about nothing else. It was always dance beef. But we used to beef with Chaz a lot, man. And then we ended up kind of being cool with him, and then this is all in the beginning.
Mhm.
So then and then after we were cool with him, then of course once you're cool with Chaz, don't nobody like you.
Right. That.
So then, and it's not to say this was the reason why at all, but we ended up beefing like a lot with Crush, even though we were still cool outside of Crump. It was hugs and love, but it seemed like inside the room, it was always competition, man. So I remember even one night, I think we spoke about it one time. The boys, they were all gonna fight one night, man. It was Crush and Killer Rock and Ruin. Ruin is like a son to me, man. And we used to beef bad. Him and Biggie, man, they used to beef bad. And now they're like brothers, man. They grew, man. The growth of those two is just amazing.
Mhm.
But in that night, I think it was Jeremy and Crush. They were gonna fight, and I mean, like really, really bad, like bad. It was at an overhype one night. We spoke on it, but like in the next couple of weeks, Crush was at my house, you know, and he came with Miho, and not only did he come to my house, he was literally the last one to leave. And I don't know if he remember, but I remember asking him, what made him think he can come to my house after, like, they pretty much was like, they were throwing, I mean, they didn't hit each other because everybody pulled them apart, but they were swinging and like, they were both in a rage, bro. And he was at my house. And I asked him, like, well, what made you think you can come to my house like that, man, after all that? And he couldn't really answer. He said, I don't know, but I just knew I would be all right if I came here. I knew you guys wouldn't do nothing to me if I was here in your house. He felt safe. He was like, but I don't know about on the street. but I knew if I came here, I would be safe.
Right.
So and that just touched me, man. And now Crush is that name Crush is the Prince of Krump for real, man. That dude, man. He's one that Crush is one of these. Crush is a true man. I don't know, when it ain't about the wins or losses with Crush, but to me, Crush is he's arguably probably not as far as dance, but Crush could be like arguably the greatest of all time, man. From the beginning to what he's still doing and still continues to do and never stop. Now, I'm not saying he's the best, but as far as going up, falling down, coming back up, falling down, and going right back up to the top again, and now his maturity and all that, man, and I just big kudos to Crush, man.
Yeah, man. Salute to Crush. He's
Yeah.
one of the dancers from like you said, that's one of the dancers that's keeping up with the times, man. No matter what era from, he's still in the mix, still at the head of the table as far as like being the elite of the dancers.
Yeah. And then and everybody, well, I don't know if everybody know, but like I always want to call him LT, man. Ruben Rapture. He's that's my dude right there. I would I put that dude up against anybody.
Rap is my favorite dancer of all time.
Of all time, bro. I mean, outside of my sons, Rap used to come over all the time, and I don't know why. I never had the camera running, but him and Biggie used to battle all the time in the garage. Sometimes he would just come over. Come on, man, I give you guys some money. Just come on, man, come over. And man, they used to dance and dance and dance and dance until I don't know, man. They used to come over all the time. And then, of course, the garage sessions and all that. And one time he was dancing, I think he was battling Boy Back. And he was getting off, and I had the camera, and I'm like, man, this nigga's getting off. This nigga can beat Chaz right now. And I didn't realize I said it, but it came over on the camera. And so we didn't even notice that it came across, but I didn't mean anything by it. I mean, if you feel that way, you feel that way. Everybody knows Chaz is Jay. This nigga's amazing. He's the greatest dancer. You know what I mean? So it caused a lot of beef. He heard it on the YouTube. I guess Gregory put it up right away. And anyway, Chaz called me from Disneyland. Yep. I heard what you said, Pops. I heard what you said. I'm like, what? And I'm tripping out. So they ended up battling. They won I think 14 rounds or something at a skate park or whatever they called it at that time. And just, man. Anyway, I can go on and on, man. I'm sure you got questions.
Man, it's all good. So before we get into your full card, I just want to touch on a few questions. So was there ever you guys' goal to be a part of the Krump Kings?
I wouldn't say it was a goal, man. It was it kind of became a goal so much, but it was more the approach. Koki would call and approach me all the time, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people thought someone had made the statement one time, you cried to Koki and got that battle for solo. Nah, Chaz and Koki called me. You know what I mean? And they battled. They asked me to judge that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't ask anything, but Biggie, Biggie's like Kobe, man. He's hungry and he wants everything. So especially at that time, Biggie was like, no, I want in. I'll kill off anybody. So, So he was supposed to battle, I can't remember the cat's name. Anyway, he backed out. Biggie would have been battling there that day too. Or he was going to even battle for his Krump King spot, and the dude didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who it was. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe if you talk to Biggie, he'll tell you. But yeah. So it's just a lot I can say, man. But I don't want to piss nobody off.
But
But yeah, all that was they all approached us for all
right.
that. Yep.
And for those who didn't know that, as far as like Syco battle and Solo in that Cage 3, that you was a judge for those battles in that day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I had it a tie, and legitimately a tie, and I was legitimately gonna judge it. But the reason why, because when Syco got off, he was moving, using the floor a little bit more, with a little bit more character. And Solo, of course, Solo's amazing. But to me, he just really accented the things that he always did.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the boom, the head, the neck, the hip. Look at me, I dropped my phone doing Solo's move. And then how he, how he does his feet to the side. And how he said, yeah, Syco, what are you going to do? Make fun of my move, the boop, the boop, the boop. I mean, it was Buck, but it was still just all the same thing. But he was Buck, though. Solo's always super amped, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I made it a tie. But it was, here I go. It was edited, though. Yeah.
This is why I call this podcast Beyond Reality. You got to give us exclusive. Yeah. Nobody knows, man.
It was edited. And then even there, I think it was FUD. FUD was ding, 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 ding for Solo. For one round, and we had these bells. And if we thought it was a one round, you hit the bell. And if we all hit the bells, then that's it. It was only one round. So, but FUD was the only one who hit the round. It was me, FUD, and Big R, I think. Yeah, it was Big R. And but after the battle, the crowd was screaming, "One more round, one more round, one more round." And but of course they didn't do one more round.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they didn't show that in that DVD.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like no big uproar, but it was enough people to where they should have kept that shit in they should have put it on the DVD. It'd have made for better better drama or whatever. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I would have.
So what involvement did you guys have in the Federation crew?
Oh, we were the Federation crew.
Yeah,
we are the Federation crew. Yeah.
Right. Name everybody that was like a part of your camp.
The originals?
Yeah.
My boys, of course. Weapon. It was a whole bunch of us. T-Slay. Pretty much, it was most of the IE, low key. I mean, it was all pretty much all Moreno Valley. It was a bunch of us at that time. Yeah. But yeah, the Fed events, we threw all those and all that. Yeah. And in the beginning, the cat who got me into it, well, the boys were already dancing, but I wasn't throwing an event, but there was another crew called Spin Globe. It was this cat they call Uncle D. Spin Globe, they did all right, man. And it was even Weapon. It was Weapon, Spade, and a couple other cats. They were Spin Globe. But then Uncle D kind of got tired of it, so I kind of took over. He didn't give it to me, but he allowed me to use his equipment and everything, man. And I started throwing the Fed events. And in the beginning, the first one wasn't that many people. It was just Moreno Valley cats and maybe like, I believe, like Creed and the D-Kings. They always showed up. They were like family too, man. I IEs, we bicker amongst ourselves sometime, but the IE is really, really close. So then after a couple Fed events, then Solo, Slayer, and actually Prissy and Lil C, they started coming around first, man. But Solo started coming around more, and we started becoming real close to Solo, and Gregory and Solo became really close.
Mhm.
Even when they battled, they were at the Cage 3. They were really, really close. They were cool. I mean, it wasn't like that at all. That was a big event. I think that was the biggest event up until this freaking corner session that's coming up. And it's not. We're a session, bro. We're not even an event.
I
We're
know
a
that's
session.
crazy. That's crazy.
Everything out there, we session for like an hour before we even start battling. Yeah, we be out there, man. So during the Fed events, we became cool, and then before you know it, everybody started coming around, man. But big ups to Slayer and Prissy and Lil C and Solo. They started coming around first. You know what I mean? Shooting the gems to us. You know what I mean? It gave us a chance to see outside of what we were doing out here. Like I think we ushered in the third generation. We full on from the very beginning. We ushered in that third generation. But the boys were. I mean, there was plenty. Well, not plenty. We were dancing towards the. I think the boys started dancing like 2003, 2004. So, uh, uh, shit. What else? So, and then later, then Chess started coming through, and even back then, man, Gregory had a knack for uh, Syco. For whoever watching, if y'all don't know who Gregory is, Syco. Syco had a knack for making these battles happen, bro. How does he do it? Syco is the Don King of Krump, bro. And not only does he get him to do it, he gets them to do it for love. You know what I mean? Pure. Of course, we ask them what y'all want, man. We put it out there. You want to make some money? We got the pay-per-view hookup. If you want to go that
Right.
way, some people do it, some people don't. You know what I mean? I think the signal back there is not so good, so I don't know. They do it every now and then. But so yeah, then we transitioned from after the Feds, and we became kind of popular. We became our own. Uh, but of course, we came up in that era where it was hard, man, for the boys, man. They went through the gauntlet, just like, you know what I mean? Like that generation where you hear it was hard what we went through to do this. And then my end was getting it done. You know what I mean? My boys would tell me what they wanted to do, and then I would get it done. They wanted this, I would make sure they had the platform to do that. I would just make sure everything they wanted was there, man. So then we transitioned, and so after the Krump Kings dismantled, Krump was all in a frenzy. It was like the foundation of Krump was all mixed up and gone, right? Like, oh no, what do we do now? Where's so and so? Where? Because a lot of the Krump Kings, they was way out in Lancaster, and weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like Lancaster and L.A. and so it was weird for us out here. So, but then Chess started coming around more, and then we would battle, and so then the whole Street Kingdom thing came up. I think I spoke to you about it before. Um, Ches approached me with it. This is how he came to me with it, and I don't know how he came to anybody else. I'm pretty sure everybody always got something to say, but the way he approached me with it was, he said he's going to be doing these street battles, just nothing, no more events, pure street, just all street events. right? And he wants to have these people, and we're going to call them street kings of Krump, the street kings of Krump, because I guess the events were starting to pop. Everybody started doing the events, and they had a lot of the stage dancers. Ches had this thing about, yeah, nigga, you good on that stage. Let's see you in the street type kind of thing. You know what I mean? And so he talked to me about, and it wasn't like a crew thing at first, but then the next thing you know, it was a crew. So he made it a crew, which was cool, and it became big. And they approached us about it. So yeah, sure, we were in. Ches and my son Jeremy, they always got along really, really good, man. But then we still always beefed. We always end up beefing for some reason, man. So Street King was formed, and we were a part of it at the very beginning. How they formed it, and this is how he approached us with it. And when we came, it was a lot of the IE in there, man. And the first lineup of Street Kingdom was a lot of the IE. First lineup of Impact, it was predominantly the IE.
A lot of people don't know that.
Huh?
A lot of people don't even know that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. IE be putting it on, man. We do. Can't deny us, man. Can't deny us. Not no more. You can't. But and it's not really, huh? Go ahead.
Do you think the IE is like equal far as like playing a part in the Krump movement far as like the 661?
Yes. Almost made me curse. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. It's just all about the source, man. You know what I mean? We've been a source, bro, from day one. We've never stopped, bro. Never stopped. Never stopped. And still ain't stopped. And it's like a whole new momentum, man. We feel so blessed to have this platform like that, man. It's way bigger than us, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Man, you know one thing, like, they're going to be, the dancers going to be expecting y'all to put on these dope events now. Like you said, there was just sessions, but now it's turned into events. How you guys feel about that?
It's I wouldn't say it's overwhelming, man, but it's a culture explosion, bro. This would be good for anybody to see. How do we feel about it? It's a little scary, man, because there's going to be a lot of people out there, man. And I told you I wanted to touch on this about we really need to us as a Krump community, we really need to really represent each other. You know what I mean? There, man. It's going to be a lot of people watching, bro. The world is going to be watching us, man. And they're going to be watching us, of course, my family. But they're going to this is something is going on there, man, that's really a godsend. God is allowing us to be back there, man, with no problems. I mean, over the better part of 15 years, bro, there's been no gang activity. There's been a couple of skirmishes, a couple of guys got drunk and ended up fighting once back there. I think maybe once or twice, man, but we were like warning both of them, man, y'all, whatever, blah, blah, blah. A lot of fussing and fighting, but Krumpers, they fuss and fight, and they don't really want to fight. You know what I mean? Because I think they start thinking about it and be like, I'm not gonna fight over no dancing. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, but it's kind of like I'm saying, it's not an overwhelming feeling, man, but it's a trip to see, bro. It's a trip, and to know that God is allowing us that we almost feel chosen, man. And that's why I want to, like, I hope other people see this, man. I want everybody to realize that we out there, we back there, and it's just us, man. And the car, the battles, man, when they come and they showing up and they showing out, bro. We having fun back there. The past three of them they're just building and building and building, man. And especially like the last one, it was nobody tripping. Like it's becoming to be so much unity, man. Be little kids running around, little Puda be running around there, man. And I'll be damn if somebody do something and get that little boy hurt. You know what I mean? Uh, while we're back there, any of them kids, man, I am so passionate about that, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you know, and on the good side about it, man, we really, really need to realize what we got going back there, man. It's really cool. And I hope we all show up and show out and represent each other, man. You know what I mean? Don't go back because it's kids, it's babies back there. My grandkids might be there that day. You know what I mean? Mama Syco gonna be there. You know what I mean? So, but it's all, we can wild out, max Krump out, all out. You know, I know they be back there cheating, drinking or whatever, but as long as we stay like a family, man, and max this Krump out, whew,
Yo,
these battles are insane,
I'm
bro.
really expecting this to be like, man, like the biggest like thing that's happened in Krump in like the last 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, since the Cage 3, low
Yeah,
key.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Now, like as far as like let's go over like the card itself. Now it starts at 9 o'clock on December 4th. Everyone has to wear the face mask and bring hand sanitizer.
No, you don't. We want you to. You don't have to. Of course, you don't have to.
Okay.
But we just encourage it, man, because you just got to, man. This shit is real out here. It just is. It's real out here, man. And another thing people usually don't see, I don't think we've ever taped it, but at least 9 or 8 times out of 10, we throw these sessions. We always pray it in, man. Everybody. I wait till a whole bunch of people get there. And then I grab the mic, okay, y'all, you know what I do. It's time to pray it up. Let's pray it up. Let's cover ourselves up in here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's where my faith lies, bro. That's the glue. That's the glue right there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, even though we be back there wilding out, and even before I pray, I say, you know, y'all don't judge me, but I'll always put God first, no matter what I'm doing. You know, if you see me doing something, don't matter. My prayer ain't, you know, real. And you know, I just want everybody to be safe, man, because that's another pressure that my family has. Making sure everybody's safe back there, bro. You know, that's why when we get calls for people throwing events, hey, Pops, you know, what about this? We're thinking about doing that, you know. And we always giving gems out or whatever because, you know, we've been doing it a long time. So we've experienced a lot of ups and downs. So when people hit us up, we're telling them, well, when I did well, okay, you want to do this? Well, when I did that, this is what happened. You know, we don't necessarily, oh, no. So we try and share, you know, everything because we've been doing it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, I lost my thought. But yeah, man, it's cool. It's cool. It's really cool. I mean, we're used to the bigness, but this one, man, I think this one's the granddaddy right here, bro.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So
just because who we hear, I mean, everyone's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, from all around the country, man. Yeah.
It's a total of 8 battles with 16 dancers. Like, how did all you guys come up with these matchups?
Well, Don Syco. I mean, you know, I helped a little bit. Biggie helped a little bit. Well, we all help, man. B2 does everything, man. B2 does everything. He's all the business. B2 does all the business. Syco does all the battles. Well, they all do everything. Uh, I even got a couple, you know. And the thing with me, like the older Crumpers, they kind of still communicate with me a little bit. So like you see Foolish and Bad News, and when you see Pico, and you know, just the older cats, is 9 times out of 10 is me reaching out to them.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I reached out to Bad News. I didn't get the battle, but I'm like, hey, boom, I hit Bad News. He say he's in. Boom, Gregory. I forgot who he's battling. Who is he battling? Bad News. Cannon.
I don't think Bad News is on this card.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't see his name on the card.
Huh. I thought he was supposed to battle Cannon.
Yeah, nah, they're not on this card.
Well, shit.
So
But
got,
anyway,
we got
go ahead,
Crush Flick. We got Riot versus Mickey, which is everybody know is Rich Boykins, OJ type.
Yeah.
We got Foolish versus Grim. We got Knucklehead versus Flash. We got Rascal versus Syco. Weapon versus Rough Boy. Spears versus Creed. And Dread versus Baby Style Ripper.
Yeah. Hey, that's some good ones. What you think?
Man, I'm just happy to be a part, like, just be like a fan and watch this, man, because this this is gonna be crazy, man. Very, very, like the main battle I actually want to see. I actually want to see the Mickey versus Riot.
Yeah. Hey, Riot ain't playing, man. Riot ain't playing. No,
Riot got hope, man.
Yeah, he ain't playing, man. I know everyone knows the potential what Mickey can do. Everyone knows the potential what he can do.
Right.
You know. So if he lives up to that potential, then Riot's in for a run for his money. But if he don't live up to that potential, Riot is gonna hand it to him. That's my opinion.
Are you guys' card are these battles in certain numbers, like order wise?
Not all the time. This one might be. Not all the time, man. Nope. Because the cats, they don't show up like that. You know, it's a session. It's a session. You know what I mean? Except we be back there, man. We be back till sometime till 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning, bro. I remember one time we were leaving. It was like around 3 in the morning. And Ruin, he was leaving, and he had the speaker. And he started playing some song. And my son, 20, he was like, wait a minute, no, you got to bring that back. And we ended up sessioning for like a whole nother hour. I don't know what song it was. But and it was only about 7 or 8 of us. It just goes down that way, man. And the garage is no different. Oh, man, I mean, there's just so much history. The behind the scenes, the me fussing at the kids, me kicking them out, to me going outside, seeing they in their car, and making them go back in the house. Like, man, what are y'all doing? Why are you sleeping in the car? Get your ass back in the house. Or go and look in my living room and there's bodies everywhere and that's just too much. And I'd be like, man, if y'all don't get y'all's ass out of here.
So what makes the corner session different from the 818?
Nothing really. Ain't too much different. I think it's just that we got more help and we got a whole family, and over there it's just pretty much a little rowdy, man.
Right.
Yeah. He needs to just, because what we do, I mean, and just the whole, what we're preparing this time, man, the cameras and lights, and hopefully you be out there. I want you to set up your table, man. We talked about that, and shit, just make the best out of it, man. You know, make the best out of it.
Yo, man, I honestly believe this is going to be like this could arguably go down as the best Krump night ever.
Could be. That's why I want us all to just behave, man. Wow, max, do the Krump, max it out. Krump life. It's our community. We do all. This is what we do. You know what I mean? I want a mosh pit. I want all of that. But we got babies back there.
Right.
I know they're gonna smoke. Last time, you know how so cool it was? Man, we had food and smoke on. Everyone just stayed on one side. Hey, y'all, we got the babies. And now everyone's so respectful, man. Now they don't even smoke in a circle. Because because there'll be kids sitting right there, man. And thing is, we out there. We outside, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a trip, man. Yeah. I think that's the only difference, though. It's just the help we got.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That I think everybody is going to want to hear from a person of your stature. How do we bridge the gap between the OGs and new dancers?
OGs?
Yeah, how do we bridge the gap?
OGs now, man. I mean, who are you talking about? Well, OGs. That's going way back when you say OGs.
OGs, like, for everybody, because there's a new thing with the politics where the new cats don't respect the OGs. Like, what could be something that you think that, like, bridge the gap to like have it like even playing field as far as like respecting each other?
Well, and really, man, it's only I think it's not that many. It's only a few though, really. But the thing is, man, these kids are the era of like people like Kobe, man. Kobe wanted to be heard. He needed to be heard. Now, but he wasn't really disrespectful, but on the court, he will disrespect you. You know what I mean? But like the way they be doing in the forum, I was listening to the last interview. I mean, sometimes it's not cool. But you know what I saw, man, really, to me? I saw, because the new generation, they was acting up, fussing about each other, fussing about women, the whole people coming out the closet and, being gay or whatever. And everyone, it was just an uproar. And it was a time I was begging Val, shut this page down. And every time somebody would put a video, it was just automatic. Just there was no building at all. You know what I mean? There was no it was just everyone was tearing everybody down. So I had said, shut the page down. Let these cats put all this fuss in their own videos. Put them on your own page. See how much see how much views and all that you get. Let's show everybody how much you need this page. Let's clean it up. Because without this page, ain't nobody gonna watch you. You're gonna be preaching to the choir. You know what I mean? So
I agree.
And ain't nobody gonna pay attention to you. You ain't gonna see your friends and family. They all got separate pages. They can't see what they put on the Krumpers page. But I guarantee you, they start putting that stuff on their own page for their family and real friends to see. Right. You know what I mean? Of course, we got real friends, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It won't get the attention as they get in the Krumpers page.
I definitely agree.
But what would bridge the gap? I sort of kind of didn't answer the question. I'm sorry, man. Just dancing. Dancing is going to bridge the gap. Low key. And it depends on how you feel about the dance too. If you're just doing it but some people live Krump. Krump is, low key. And I ain't ashamed to say, bro, I live Krump. It's all I do. When I'm at work, any downtime, I'm like moving and, I'm constantly talking about Krump. I'm constantly talking about my boys. I'm constantly talking about everybody, man. That's That's what crumpers do. I'm a crumper, bro.
Right.
I'm not just a dad who does crump. No, I am a crumper. Man, I'm Papa Psycho, man.
Right. So
Yeah.
I've been interviewing so many people over the last 3 months, and I've always, like, some people I've asked, like, who is the best crew that's out now? And everyone is saying that Blackheartz is second to none. What's your take on that?
Well, it depends on what perspective you're looking at it, how you're looking at it. Now, do I think we have the best dancers? Yeah. Best crew? DC, hands down. Just because, you can't outdo DC. You just can't. Now, you get their core 10, you let me get my core 10, and then we'll see. But see, I'm starting shit by doing that. But I mean, but eventually it's gonna happen. But it has to be the right players. It has to be the right place. It has to be. It can be done at the corner session. The corner session is neutral. I mean, now we can all do whatever. Like if I can, I ain't gonna speak my power, but if we wanted a corner session to be a certain way, it would be that way. We ain't about. It's not about us. It's not about us. We do that totally for the community, man. How many corner sessions or even garage? The only reason why the boys would dance in the garage or battle in the garage is because people would call them out. They never put themselves on a card. The whole Jesse and Biggie thing, even before that, did you ever see the boys battle in the corner session?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was because they wanted everybody else to shine. It's
Right.
constant. Shine, shine, shine. You got t-shirt. Oh man, come on, eat. Nope. Yeah, all pops. I'll kick you. All right, if you want to give me a t-shirt, give me a t-shirt, but you don't have to. You know what I mean? Lucky be coming to serve the plates. Last, I'm pissed at last, but he be coming to serve his plates. Cats, Fudd be bringing the candy store with him. You know what I mean? But it's all love back there, man. It really is. Yeah.
So this question right here is off Krump topic, right? And I know this person is like the most impactful, one of the most impactful people ever in LA. And I see that you're a Lakers fan.
Yes, sir.
What was your thoughts on Kobe Bryant dying early, and also tell everybody what he means to the city of LA?
Man, don't even make me cry, bro. Word. I mean, like, really. Kobe is everything, bro. Kobe's everything to everybody in Los Angeles. Kobe, and then his daughter would have been the same thing. She was coming up with that same fire. Kobe had an interview and said that he was talking to somebody and they said about him not having a son. How did he feel about, you ain't gonna have a son to, to live on your, legacy? And his daughter was right there and she was like, oh, wait a minute. Yes, he does. It's gonna be me.
Mm-hmm. I remember
that. Yeah. She had that fire, man. That's tragic, bro. My son called me and told me. I immediately started crying. Like, what? No, tell me you're kidding. Yeah, I was tripping balls, bro. Yeah. It's weird, man. That dude was everything to LA.
And you know what's crazy about that? It seems like his death was like a domino effect onto like the pandemic. Like once he died,
man,
that's when everything went left.
It's like something happened in the cosmos. Like that wasn't supposed to happen, man. You know what I mean? And after that, oh, bro. In 2020, I lost. Even the Krump world lost. But it's me and my family personally, bro, we lost about 10 people in 2020, man.
Wow.
I'm talking about loved ones, bro. My mom being one of them. You know what I mean? 2020 was, yeah, that's a do-over, man.
Man.
It
I'm
was,
hear that. Holy smoke.
man. I'm serious, bro. Like my about 10 loved ones. Yep, just back to back to back. It was like a nightmare. My family, we were all thinking, dang, who's next? And
Wow.
then they all got sick. All everybody caught COVID. Moms and Syco was in the hospital 5 days. Had they did not go that day, bro, we'd probably be having a different conversation. Like for real, for real. Like no bullshit. Had they not went to the hospital the day they did, it wouldn't have been good
Wow.
at all.
Holy smokes, man.
Hmm.
This everybody, this hopefully, at this session, man, everybody can stay safe, man. Everybody, take the proper precautions, like you said. Like, it's not mandatory, but, everybody just be respectful for one another,
Yeah. Come on, man, give me some good questions. How long we been on here? How long we gotta go?
Oh, we've been rocking out, man.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we've been rocking out, man. But
That's right.
this is dope, man. And we just got a lot of dope stuff that's going on in the Krump community right now that everybody just need to focus on the positivity, man, instead of the negative.
Yes. And I think that's what this is bringing. But you know what? I know what I was gonna say, man. Like it seemed like the new generation was doing a lot of fussing, so a lot of the older heads got on their head about it, and it seemed like they stopped. But now it seemed like the older heads is fussing. Like the you know the it's like not really vets, but like kind of some of the vets, man, they fussing about, but and they keep hitting the nail on the head about the respect the OGs. Of course, respect the OGs, but and the vets, but some of them don't want to evolve, man. They want to. You got to evolve, man. You got to evolve. A lot of us are doing it. A lot of us are doing it, man. I mean, even like with me, I feel like my dancing is getting better. How at 56 your dancing is getting better? You know, I got people I want to battle. You know what I mean?
You gonna share that with us?
Uh,
Who's someone that you could possibly get on the next session card that you will battle?
I don't know. Somebody like, I don't know. There you go, man. I don't know. Maybe somebody like, I don't know, like Project.
Really?
Yeah. And that's my boy, though. But I would battle him. I would battle Project. Just because he's been out of the game a little, not out of the game, but he ain't been dancing. But I think he's going to come back dancing. So I don't like to battle him. And he talk a lot, too.
Yeah.
But he loves me dearly. He does. He loves me dearly. And we chop it up on the side sometimes, private conversations. But he talk a lot. He do. He talk crap a lot. And he'll respect what I'm saying.
Now, this is one thing that everybody is going to be having their ears on a swivel. You spend a lot of time, with Ches. Why does he get a bad stigma from everyone? And you can be honest about that.
Why does he have a bad stigma? Why? Well, everyone knows why now. Everyone's tripping on him because he's hanging. I guess that's what they said. They're hanging with the TikTok guys, or he's doing the TikTok, and what he's doing, he's making money.
Right.
How much, I'm not sure, but he's doing it enough, and he's continuing to do it to make money. I don't see why anybody. So plenty of the crumpers making money. I haven't even really seen. I think I've seen a snippet of one of them. Well, he was one way at one time, and I think he was misled by his pastor. And then I think his pastor was a condemning type Pastor David. I'm pretty sure you heard of that
Mm-hmm.
name. He used to say some really, really crazy stuff, man. And I think now I'm not sure, but I think this is one of them that he kind of had Ches confused when it all ended. And I truly believe everything that man taught him wasn't a lie. You know what I mean? Because he would teach him out of the Bible, teach him scripture. You can't lie in scripture. How you use the scripture can be wrong, but reading the scripture. So a lot of things he learned, and he got good seeds in him. So then he took a turn, got angry, as we all do. You know what I mean? And Ches used to be out there calling people demons. Everyone know that.
Right.
Yeah, he would call people demons and the whole I smell blood era. You know what I mean? You know, when they were at the Fed event, when they battled him, when they was doing that
Mm-hmm.
thing.
When you battle
Crush, yeah. And look back at that. You ever looked at that?
Yeah. Is Daisy walking around and doing that like you said?
Yeah, it's war. And mama eyes are screaming, war, war. You ever heard her in the background screaming that? Yeah. But so then he changed up, and then he tried to make amends with a lot of people, but then he hurt a lot of people, man, because using God. And he apologized for it. I'm pretty sure you've seen the video. I think it was at one of them realms or something. And he apologized, sincerely, you know what I mean? He meant it. He apologized. So, but he hurt a lot of feelings. He hurt a lot of hearts. I don't know. He a good dude, man. He's always been the same with us.
Right.
And even when we beef, he used to tell us, he used to tell us it's different with y'all. But we used to beef bad. They used to come over. I remember one time we back. I mean, we started, I think we were Federation. We were the only crew who battled Krump Kings.
Yep.
We were the only crew who battled. We came in the game battling Krump Kings, bro. What the heck? And then we battled Street Kingdom. After we left Street Kingdom, we ended up battling Street Kingdom. And then after we battled them out in the open at the skate park one day, and then they came in the garage. As Jeremy was under Ches, he was Boy NY, and they kind of fell out. Then he wasn't Boy NY, and then we beefed pretty bad. So then the whole Street Kingdom was formed. Oh, so when Street Kingdom broke up, we chose
Impact came about.
Impact came about. Impact. Even when Street Kingdom broke up, Ches called me. Boom. Ches and Rich called me. Boom, boom. Like 5 minutes after each other. Hey, we kind of knew what was going on. But I always maintained my boys and pretty much the IE. You know what I mean? They weren't really so much affected by all that. That was Ches and Crush and Solo and them. I made sure we were cool. It didn't really affect us like that. Emotionally, like they were going through, they were always by each other. So when they broke up, Ches called me and he says, I know you and Rich are real close, but we're splitting. He says, so if you want to stay with Rich, he says, I understand you guys are friends. He said, but if you want to come with us, he said, that'd be cool too. I said, okay, let me talk to the boys. And so I hung up the phone. Literally about 5-10 minutes later, Rich called me. Boom. Kind of told me the whole rundown. And he goes, so what you going to do? And I go, what do you mean? What am I going to do? And really at that time, we were real close to Solo. So, I mean, we were real close to Ches too, but we knew Solo and our allegiance low key. We kept our allegiance with Solo because it was our friend and we knew him longer and we weren't a part of that. I don't know. We I don't know. We just went with Impact because we were such good friends with Solo. I think I told him after a couple of years, way down the line, after we all. So we formed Impact. Uh, we stayed Impact, and then that went shady because of Rich. Rich was kind of shady, you know. Um, so then we ended up beefing bad, really bad. We beefed badder with Impact than with SK. Yes, that's how the whole fight thing came out eventually between Jeremy and Crush. Yeah, and actually that ruin started. Yeah, but so Rich was doing shady stuff. Uh, and then the Impact, the real reason why we left Impact, man. So it was a core of guys, right? And we were part of that core. Um, so then we started putting on, and the acronym for Impact was I'm Pursuing After Christ, right? So then we were kind of selective on who we were putting on because we wanted to represent God, or, you know, we were quote unquote a Christ up crew, right? I mean, what, you know, your acronym is I'm Pursuing After Christ. And there was another one, it was inspiring, mentoring, something, blah, blah, blah. These were the acronyms of Impact. So then we started putting on people that was, didn't, in my opinion, straight out, didn't fit the criteria of the Impact crew. Not that we would diss them or not mess with them, but it wasn't the way we were going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we put on a couple of cats that was just outright, you know, you see them, they blowing, they drinking, I mean, outright, you know, and that's not really what we were about. So we had this one big meeting one time and I questioned it. And this is what Miho started coming around.
Right.
And he started coming back around. So Miho didn't go mess. He came over here because he was him and Solo. They were fam, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he was twin at that time or was he still? Yeah, he was twin at that time. Twin,
yep.
Twin Miho, right? So
Miho as well.
Hmm.
Precious Junior Miho, right?
Yeah, I think so. He has a tatted on him.
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. So we had this meeting. So we were talking about people we were putting on, and we were all in there. So, and I questioned one of the guys, and and I forgot who said something, and they go, "Well, why are you questioning?" You know, in low key, I think it was Rockstar. Why we ended up putting Rockstar was on Blackheartz. But for a minute there, Rockstar was wilding. Every time we seen him, he was super blowed and drunk. So, and I questioned it. I'm like, not saying that we can't help him, but why would we put him on the crew like that? Just, you know what I mean? With no trial, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was one night they just put on a whole slew of people. So after we had a meeting and I questioned it. So then somebody asked, well, why are you asking about Rockstar? And I go, well, aren't we like supposed to be this Christ up crew? And Miho says, he goes, well, Pops, no disrespect, but what do you mean by that? And I said, well, you know, the acronym is I'm Pursuing After Christ. You know, you tell me. And then Rich goes, well, nah, I never said we was anything like that. And he was a youth pastor. I looked at him like he had doo-doo on his face. And I just looked at him, and I think Gregory, I don't know if Jeremy was there, but I know Gregory just got up and he walked out the room. And me, I was like, what's wrong with him? Why is he leaving? So anyway, so I spoke my piece, and I even think I even spoke on Miho being back, or And I think I did. I said, now all of a sudden, I said, now Mijo's back, and now all of a sudden everybody's, changing their attitude. And Mijo was right there. And I said no disrespect to him. And he didn't feel disrespected because we talked after. And then, but after the meeting, like 4 or 5 of them came to me and told me, yeah, Pops, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I looked at them, I was like, well, why didn't you say that in the meeting? So anyway, we ended up leaving. Uh, so Rich called me one day and says, hey, talk about Jeremy and Solo battling. So as soon as we left Impact, we were still sessioning, still throwing our events, still throwing our sessions, still throwing our garage sessions, still never stopped. So one day we go out. Well, I didn't go. The boys went. They went to the Chez's session. What was it called? What was Chez's session called?
Was it overhyped?
The overhype. So the boys said as soon as they got out the car, they just attacked them. Boom. Krump jumping all up. Boom, boom. My boys never back down. Boom, they getting off. And they doing the SK thing or whatever, you know what I mean? So, and the boys was like, nah, we ain't from Impact. So immediately, things changed.
Wow.
And yeah. So, and we were even another crew. We started a crew called Blood Brothers. And it was just close friends, man. And it wasn't even, it was mostly a lot of the old feds. And so, anyway, the boys go to the overhype one time and come back, and they're Blackheartz. But it was cool. We always held our own. We always held our own, bro. Of course, we didn't need it, but it damn sure propelled us. You know what I mean? We were already established. We were already established. Well, as dancers, the boys were already established. But at that time, I was the one creating all the platforms.
Right.
Like throwing the events. Of course, my house. I'm watching them over them as they're teenagers and shit over at the corner session. You know what I mean? Remember the police came and lined us all up one day. It was about 50 of us. They lined us all up. And they told us, anybody move, we're going to shoot you. And I had to move. Well, whoa, hold on. These are all my kids, all of them. They're all my kids back here. We're just dancing. But,
wow.
Yeah. So, but eventually, man, we all squashed the beef, and then Impact dismantled terribly. That was crazy. So then we're cool. Everyone's cool. Us and Solo, we're all cool. Everyone's cool right now, man. Everyone's cool. I don't know any beefs, really.
Yeah, me either. Besides everybody hating Chez, that's about it.
Yeah, but they can't beat him, though.
That's true.
They can't beat him. Yeah, you can't beat him. Whether if you like him or not, you can't beat him. Like I'm saying, the only person I think can beat Chaz is Biggie. No, I'm just kidding. is like this nigga rap, man. Still,
I think
who?
Spartan.
Never.
You don't think so?
Never. And Mijo, of course. Chaz say Mijo will beat him. He always say that. He's like, the only person who can beat me is Mijo. Yeah, but Mijo will go, no, I can't. And then he'll go, yes, you can. But yeah, that's about the only person. I mean, you can toy around with throwing. I mean, now say for instance, like Biggie. Biggie will drag you way into the deep water, bro. He is such a veteran dancer. Biggie will make it look like he's trying to get off on you and then really get off on you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by the drag you way out there effect. They know how to do things that makes it look like things, you know what I mean? And then when they break it down to the real nitty gritty, Biggie has a knack for doing like that. Shoot. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. People, and now with the TikTok, I don't know what y'all's gonna do. I don't know what he's gonna do. I know he's back on his Christ walk though. So
Yeah, man.
how he's gonna bring back? How he's gonna bring that back to the game? I don't know.
You know, I hate that. It's unfortunate that everything that happened, but you know, I like to see everyone come together in the Krump community instead of hating and it's like different sections. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, beef is cool, battling is cool, but the hate has to stop.
Yeah, the hate.
That true deep wording, like when you tell people things and you know it's gonna hurt to their core. Like, nah, man. But sometimes, like people always want to. Well, not always. People want to be on Blackheartz here and there. In the beginning, we were fire, crazy, woo. And we used to, a lot of people came and went, because we used to tell them, man, once you become a Blackheart, boy, you got a target on your back. It's hot over here. It's hot over here, man. It's hot. You're a target. No, I don't care. Your own friends will start wanting to battle you. You're going to end up beefing with your friends. Once you're on Blackheartz, because somebody always wants to say, I beat a Blackheart. They always want to say that because we're connected with Chaz. And only we run Blackheartz. We are Blackheartz. My boys, my family, they, you know, the guys are, I mean, everyone's equally, equal engine in Blackheartz, man. You know what I mean? The other Blackheartz, they're equal engine. Everyone's an equal engine. You know what I mean? But it's hot over here, man.
Oh,
I'm telling
yeah.
you.
Sure,
It
man.
is. It just is, man. It is. I guarantee you, Arrow, like the newer guys we put on, I guarantee you, as soon as they went back to their clique or crew or wherever they from or whatever, and try and as soon as they hit their own session, everybody wanted a piece of them. Just to say.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
before we get off the show, is there anything else you wanted to you know, let everybody know about this upcoming event you guys got?
No, just everybody to let's just represent us, man, each other, have fun. You know, man, let's just be good, man. I don't know how to express it, man, but it's important that we take care of each other on that day.
Yeah,
It's
facts.
important. Yeah, it's important. It could be a great day. It could be a great day, man. You know what I mean? It could be a great day, bro. It could be a great day. I wish we could start it a little earlier. But the reason why we don't is because there's businesses over there and we go back there after they close. Yeah, so, but yeah, we've been doing that back there 15 years, man.
Sweet.
15 years.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely looking forward to coming, you know, being a part of you guys' event. Like, I'm super excited, and I know it's going to be a dope turnout, man. This is going to be a historic night in Krump.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way it can go left, you know.
Right. And it's gonna be good to see Syco out there, man. He ain't been out there in a minute, but he gonna come with the heat. I hope Rassel don't be out there with his little. It ain't gonna work. I think Syco's coming with the heat, man. He ain't playing. There's a lot of them ain't playing. Riot ain't playing. Grim and Foolish ain't playing. Woo. Foolish is not playing, bro.
The dog fight right there.
Man, because they're both very, very stubborn and they refuse to lose. That ain't no 2-round battle. Now, I don't know. Now, I think Foolish got the stamina. I don't know if Grim got the stamina, though.
We definitely going to see.
The one I'm suspect on is Joey and Flash.
Man.
No, suspect. Not, I don't know how that's going to turn out. I know what Flash is going to do, but.
You think Flash been labbing, though?
Definitely.
Well, he has to. Because, you know, Joey going to come with that heat, man.
That's up in the air to me. Real talk.
Man, I can't wait to see all this stuff, man.
That's up in the air to me, man. I hope Joey show up and show out, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I know all the battles going to be some dope turnout. And like I said, man, I'm just so excited to come and vibe out with you guys. I'm going to be there a couple days earlier. I'm going to be in Cali from that Wednesday to Sunday. So, you know, hopefully me and you can link up and do some lunch.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, fact.
So, yeah. I just got this new gig, man, new position and everything, man. So I'm burnt.
Yeah,
I don't even know what time it is, man.
Yes. It's pretty late, but, you know, I definitely appreciate you coming on the show, though, man. It means a lot.
Yeah, and then, like, everybody, what things that I said was from my perspective, how it came to us, how, you know, I'm not saying, you know, everyone, and that's one of the problems in Krump, everyone has their own story. So even though somebody might have been right by me, they probably have a different story, you know what I mean? Or, I mean, certain things are what they are, of course, but people just, I mean, the way we came up is how we came up, you know what I mean? Like when I talked about the cage, people always thought it was something else. No, it was this. Like the SK thing. How were we involved with SK? We were just involved. We split. Impact, that's how it happened. Boom. They called me. Boom. We went over there because we follow solo. Low key. You know what I mean? Of course. But we were always established. We still always, you know, it was a power move, is what it was. I thought it was by Rich. It wasn't Solo and Crush. They didn't have anything to do with recruiting me. You know, low key, I allowed Rich to recruit me, to recruit us. Because we were cool at the time, you know what I mean? But it all came out. But that's how it happened for me and my boys, man. But what we do, bro, I think we're second to none, man.
I agree.
We're second to none.
I definitely agree.
And nobody never gives us a shout out, bro. When they start naming names and who did this, but what a lot of people forget, where they seen them, how they seen them. Guess where they were? You know what I mean?
In
that garage, or at that corner 7, or at that blackout, because the battles that Gregory would put together would be so intriguing. You know what I mean? And like, what the heck? He would find. How could he find these two OGs that never battled each other? These cats been knowing each other for the better part of 20 years. You know, now I can see how Foolish and Grim didn't battle each other. They kind of had different eras and 2 different parts. But how could, well, I think they did battle way back in the day. Riot was telling me. They used to smoke, Ruben and Mickey used to smoke them all the time. They used to be over at Mama I's house, just letting them have it, blah, 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 blah. But Riot's going to be ready, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another one I want to see is Weapon and Rug Boy. Woo. Man. Hey. Because, hey, there's a little bit behind that, though. It is. It just is. It's a little bit behind that.
Wow.
And I hope Weapon is ready, which I know he is, but, you know, it's just what Weapon we're going to get. You know what I mean? And he's like a son to me, man. And he'll tell you, Pops, I just didn't feel like it. I don't need that shit. I didn't feel like it this time. But you catch him on a good one day, woo! Weapon is he is amazing, bro. Yeah. But look out for Syco. 20s music. If you can get an interview with 22,
Yep.
and talk to Syco.
Yep.
Probably way better. If you do those verses thing, 20s music goes way back, man. 20s music goes way back. He'll tell you if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have, you know, everybody on the show because I'm trying to do a huge build up until this corner session, you know.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a dope thing, and like I said, man, everybody's gonna be happy with this turnout.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward. You know, I booked my flight yesterday, so I'm looking forward to everything, and I'm locked in. So yeah, man, I'm ready to vibe out with everybody, and it's gonna be
it's pretty much just 4 weeks away. Yep. See if you can catch one of us, and once a week, be in there. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but it's gonna be live, man. It's gonna be great to see you, man. We're gonna wild out. We're gonna wild out. Yeah. Big time.
Definitely. So, you know, thank you for coming on the show, Papa Syco. And, you know,
Yes,
we
sir.
always in contact, man.
Yeah, always. And make sure when you come in, man, we'll hook up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
I'll show you my hood. No. All right, man. Peace out. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dogs. Yep. All right, man.